Okay, sorry that that video got a little cut off here. Okay, let me show you what I started showing you in the last part. I'll go over some of those things again. So let's say I'm in this layer here. Okay, I'll zoom out, Command minus. Okay, I want to go back to this layer. It's already selected. I can see that here. Um, Now, like I was saying, if we wanted it to have more of some features, changing colors a little bit, I would probably stay away from doing the eyes and stuff because we don't want these to look creepy. Okay, guys. All right, so I'm going to scroll over here, scroll this way, move it over. Okay, so let's say I want to add some details to the mouth here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, um, got to make sure that the opacity at your paintbrush is set to be kind of thin. So opacity means we can see through it. So remember, go to the paintbrush tool, select the color that you want. I'm going to keep it at the blue color that it's at right now. So if your opacity is up at 100%, when I go to fill in over top, it just looks like I have this really kind of poorly made line over top of it. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. This time what I want you to do, move the opacity down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it at 25%. Okay, now if you're working on a small area, remember to change the size of the brush as needed. Okay, it can get pretty small. Now go ahead and just gently go on top. So now the opacity is not very dark right now, so the color is going to show between it. So now I'm kind of making this purple color, which makes sense because when I mix blue with red, I am going to get purple. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that whole layer there. Now, let's say you wanted this to show through even more. You could go over and create another layer. So now I'm going over top of it again, and you see how that color is kind of brightening up. Okay, that's one way to go about doing it. You don't have to be that precise with this either. If the opacity is low enough, you'll be able to see through it. Okay, but maybe you want to work, I'm going to put it up to about 40% there. Okay, so now it's going to get a little bit darker. You can see how that changes. I can't quite see all of the details through there as I could before. Okay, you see the difference? All right, so you just kind of have to see what works for you. You might want to change the color of the hair or something as well. So you could do the same thing. I'm going to probably need a little bigger tool here. I'm going to go ahead and select the color to kind of a yellow. I'm going to give Tim Duncan some blonde hair. Okay, so now I'm going to go over this. Okay, now opacity is still at 47%. Okay, and you can still see some of that texture of the hair behind it. Okay. But maybe that looks kind of goofy, doesn't it? Okay, we can't quite see all those details through there. So you might want to lower that opacity. So you're probably best to work around that 25% range. Okay, so now see the difference here when I do this. Okay, so now let me show you one thing here, okay? As I was doing this first layer, if you just continue to hold down and you don't pick it up, your color isn't going to layer over top of each other, okay? And let me show you what I mean by that, all right? So I haven't picked up my mouse once. I'm just letting it drag, okay? Now, let's say, so now we kind of have a nice smooth look to it, okay? That could be one way. But let's say I want to go in here on the skin, and I was doing the same thing, okay? So I start by one layer here, not picking it up. Then I go over top. Notice how that gets darker, and now it starts to get uneven in areas, okay? So if you want it to be even, keep holding it down. All right, so now you can play with those features a little bit, change some things. Maybe you want to change the color of the clothing or the jersey. So maybe I want kind of complement colors here. So I'm going to give some green. Make that little brush bigger, and I could just go over top and, oops, go over top and fill this kind of in. So now that the opacity isn't very dark, I don't really have to be that precise. I do want you guys to take your time though. So don't rush through this, okay? And I could go like that. Okay, now, oops, I picked it up, so that's good. Layer is going to get a little darker. So just be careful about that, okay? So now let's zoom out, kind of see what it looks like all together, okay? So now you can see that, and when we're zoomed out like that, we've changed the colors a little bit, given it a different type of look, okay? So the final thing that you'll need to do when you go to save this before you submit it into the Moodle account, remember your Moodle account, just go to Google Chrome or Safari and simply type in Ralston Moodle. Some of you might already come up. It should be whatever that first link is, okay? Okay, and you'll click the login link. Remember, it'll be 20, your Gmail name, okay, without the Gmail. So I'm going to use Blake here. Thanks, Blake. Okay. And then whatever your Gmail password is, okay? Now, let's go back to that. Now, before you submit it in the Moodle, though, remember that you will need to go File, Save As. It's spinning. You don't need to worry about saving this second document here. We're just saving the one that have all 4 pictures on it, okay? So hopefully this will load here in just a second. There we go. So you should already have it titled. If not, I'm going to title it your first name and then Warhol, okay? Make sure to save it in your desktop folder, okay? So desktop, if I go down here, I could save it in my folder, okay? But the important thing that you do need to do, I don't want you to save it as a PSD. Remember, that doesn't mean I can just go in here and change the title of it. I have to go down here. If it'll let me. There we go. Okay, and I would like you to save it as a PNG. Okay, that's going to be the best way to save it. So PNG, that happens there. Then you're just simply going to press save. So now notice that it changed from PSD to PNG. You're going to save it, and now after that is saved, you will be ready, and press OK here. After this is saved, then you'll be ready to just simply drag and drop this into your Moodle account, okay?